The movie starts with Cooper Adams taking his teenage daughter Riley to see her favorite singer, Lady Raven, in concert. As they talk, we find out that Riley is facing some problems at school, especially with a girl named Jody. As the concert kicks off, Riley and the crowd erupt with excitement as Lady Raven comes to the stage, and everybody starts recording her live performance. Cooper excuses himself to go to the bathroom, while his daughter stays there, enjoy her performance. Inside the bathroom, Cooper uses a camera app on his phone to monitor his captive, Spencer Gordon. On his way back, he bumps into Jody's mom, who tries to smooth things over between the girls. Cooper brushes her off, eager to get back to Riley. But as he returns to his seat, he notices something alarming: a group of police officers flooding into the balcony area. During a break, Cooper and Riley search for a souvenir t-shirt, but another girl snags the last one. Cooper chats with the salesperson, Jamie, about getting another shirt when he notices a lot of police around. Jamie leans in and quietly tells Cooper that the police received a tip about a serial killer called The Butcher is rumored to be at the concert, so they've surrounded the arena to catch him. Cooper laughs it off, but since he is actually the Butcher, he realizes he needs to come up with a plan quickly. As he walks back with Riley, he pushes a drunken woman down the stairs to create a distraction, pretending he's just a bit too tipsy to keep his balance. Cooper and Riley come back for Lady Raven's next performance, which features a guest artist named Parker Wayne. As Parker appears from below the stage, Cooper jokingly suggests to Riley that they should sneak below to see what's underneath, but she thinks her dad is acting strange. He then heads off to find Jamie, who takes him to the storage room to grab a shirt for Riley. While they chat, Jamie shares that he's a fan of true crime and has kept up with the Butcher's crimes. After their talk, Cooper decides to take Jamie's ID card without him noticing. Cooper uses the stolen ID to slip into the break room, where police are being briefed on the hunt for the Butcher. He discreetly nabs a police radio, tuning in to listen as the FBI's top profiler, Dr. Josephine Grant, as she discusses all the ways the Butcher might try to escape. As he's leaving, he bumps into Jody's mom again, and she gets even more unfriendly when he tries to dodge her. To make things easier, he finally decides to let Riley and Jody go out for pizza, so her mom will leave him alone. Cooper realizes that the police are waiting for him to cause trouble to make his getaway. To trick them, he pretends to be a worker at the arena and tosses 2 glasses of oil bottles into a hot fryer. Unfortunately, a nearby employee gets caught in the explosion, and hot oil splashes all over her, causing serious burns. After that, he heads up to the roof where he encounters 2 SWAT officers. He manages to deceive them by flashing an ID he took from Spencer and saying the secret word that all employees are supposed to know, which is Hamilton. Cooper returns to the show and learns from Riley that Lady Raven selects one lucky girl from the crowd to be the Dreamer Girl, dancing alongside her during a special song. He chats with a spotter, who turns out to be Lady Raven's uncle. To get Riley chosen, Cooper invents a story about Riley beating leukemia, which really moves the man. He ends up using his connections to make sure Riley is selected as the Dreamer Girl. They head backstage, and Cooper keeps an eye out for Dr. Grant and the officers. When Riley is called up to join Lady Raven, both Jody and her mom are really angry. After the performance, Lady Raven does one last act with another artist called The Thinker, while Cooper helps a girl who looks like she's about to faint and takes her to the medical tent. Later, Cooper and Riley are escorted backstage by the tour manager for a meet and greet with Lady Raven. As they wait, Cooper overhears on the police radio that Dr. Grant has ordered officers to thoroughly search every male visitor before they leave. Realizing he's trapped, Cooper pulls Lady Raven aside and reveals his true identity as the Butcher. He shows her a live feed of Spencer's location on his phone, warning that he'll flood the room with carbon monoxide if she tries to alert the police. Desperate and intimidated, Lady Raven agrees to his plan. Cooper instructs her to let them leave unnoticed by riding out with her in her limo, knowing it won't be searched by the authorities, and his plans works as officer does not search the car. In the limousine, Lady Raven suggests giving Cooper and Riley a ride to their house. Riley, feeling excited, quickly agrees, but Cooper senses that Lady Raven has some hidden agenda. When they arrive, they meet Cooper's wife Rachel, who is also Riley's mom, and their son Logan Rachel invites Lady Raven to join them for dinner. During the meal, Raven starts talking about the Butcher, sharing her research on him. She mentions that he might have OCD, how he uses fake houses for his crimes, and some issues he has with his mother. Raven reveals that the police got a tip about the Butcher being at the concert because they found a ticket receipt in one of the fake houses. Cooper tries to intervene and get Raven to leave, but she insists on playing a song on the piano. She asks Riley to sit beside her and takes her phone. After playing, Raven suggests they take a selfie and grabs Cooper's phone to do it. Suddenly, she dashes into the bathroom with the phone, leaving Cooper feeling increasingly anxious. Lady Raven quickly opens the camera app to reach out to Spencer, hoping to facilitate his escape. After asking him what he saw before he was taken, She decides to start a live stream to connect with her fans for clues about Spencer's location. One viewer mentions living near a house with a blue door and a broken lion statue, prompting Raven to urge her to contact the police. She also texts her driver to do the same. While Cooper is knocking at the door, Raven tells Cooper's wife that he is the real butcher. Just then, Cooper, fueled by panic, furiously pounds on the bathroom door until he finally unlocks it, only to find that his wife and kids have vanished. Checking his phone, he realizes with dread that Spencer is no longer confined either. Cooper readies himself for a tense escape, instructing Raven to cuff herself as part of the plan. However, she begins to speak to him as if she were his mother, a tactic that doesn't deceive Cooper, but does provoke him into confessing that he had always intended to commit one last crime before taking his own life. As he opens the garage door, he's startled to find Rachel standing outside with Riley and Logan. Raven steps out of the car and positions herself near them just as police and SWAT teams converge on the house. Cooper slams the garage door shut and makes a break for it, escaping through a side exit that leads into the neighbor's yard. Cooper pretends to be a SWAT officer so he can sneak into Raven's limo and drives off with her. He handcuffs her to the door, but when they reach the town, Raven manages to open the window and attract a crowd of fans. Using the distraction, she pries the cuffs off the door and escapes. Just then, the police show up and shoot the limo's tires to stop Cooper from fleeing. When they check inside, they only find the SWAT uniform leaning against the door, and Cooper has vanished again. Lady Raven is taken to Spencer's location. She thanks the fan who called the police before walking over to Spencer, who is upset but relieved to see that Raven is there and grateful for her help. The next night, Rachel is home alone while the kids are at her sister's place. Suddenly, Cooper arrives, ready to finish what he started. He figured out that he wasn't just unlucky at the concert, someone he trusted must have told the police about him. Rachel, on the other hand, had her suspicions about Cooper, thinking he might be cheating. Things started to make sense when she noticed he smelled like cleaning products. Normally that wouldn't be weird for a firefighter, but these smelled more like hospital cleaners. Rachel then tells him that she discovered one of the fake houses, which were shut down due to fire risks, and she cleverly left a ticket receipt there before calling the cops. Cooper had plans to eliminate Rachel, but she surprised him by offering a slice of pie she baked for Riley's celebration. He took a bite, but then he realized too late that Rachel had put drugs in it. As he began to fade out, he hallucinated seeing his mother before the police arrived and tased him repeatedly until he finally collapsed. Cooper is getting arrested right when Riley and Logan are brought back home. Riley hugs her dad goodbye with tears in her eyes before he is taken away. He takes a moment to lean Riley's old bike against a wall. Once the police leave, the camera zooms in on the bike, showing that one of the spokes is missing. Cooper has taken that spoke and is using it to pick the locks on his handcuffs, grinning wickedly as he plans his next escape. Just before the credits start, Jamie is at home watching the news about the butcher being caught when Jamie realizes it's Cooper. Panic sets in. In this way, movie ends here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more interesting movie recaps.